And the first pitch of the ball game is high. So 107 first pitch. High again. 2 balls and no strikes. Kinsler at 269. He's got 18 home runs. He's got 48 driven in. That's right, 48 runs batted in. And he fouls this one out of play. Giants lead the series, the lifetime series, 14-7. Low and away, 3 balls and 1 strike.
I like the numbers that the Giants have had in San Francisco. They have not lost here. Well, at least they've won 10 straight, I beg your pardon.
And that's how this game gets started as Zito walks Kinsler.
Well, the one thing you really can't do against a team like Texas, a team that's got pretty good thump up and down on their lineup, is you can't set up rallies for nothing. Walks will really hurt you against a club who can hit the ball in the ballpark. Zito knows that. Every pitcher taking the ball out there knows that.
This is Elvis Andrus, the very young shortstop. And he almost ran into one. 1 ball and no strikes. So Zito trying to find that slot where you throw strikes. Andrus had a very nice game on Friday. He went 2 for 4. It was Omar Vizquel who was in the lineup last night in that extra inning game. Omar took an 0 for 4. There's a strike called by Bill Miller. Omar Vizquel. Mike and I had a nice chat with Omar before the game. He's still got the gleam when you look into his eyes. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Little breaking ball below the strike zone that Andrus was able to lay off of. And then when Zito's right, I mean, that's what he'll do. I mean, he'll stay on the sides of the strike zone, below the strike zone. He just doesn't want to make a lot of location mistakes in the middle of the strike zone. That really is what did him in his last outing against the Angels. For Zito, it isn't a matter of throwing just strikes. You've got to throw good strikes. You've got to be able to pitch to the corners. He's done that in most of his starts this year. Has had good consistency to be able to do that.
3-1.
Right now he's a little bit low with his release, and he's got a little sling to it, and it's causing him to lose command of that fastball. That's the one pitch that has eluded his feel, his touch. And that guy right there is ready to get up to bat, Andruw Jones.
So back-to-back walks to lead off the ball game, and Whiteside's going to go out.
Well, you always like to have a quick first inning to get your team back into the dugout. That's not going to happen right now. But if you're Barry Zito, you identify the situation, pitch for the ground ball. Really not an easy assignment against the Rangers. They don't hit into a lot of double plays.
Michael Young hitting .316. And there's a breaking ball for a strike.
And that may have been the message from Whiteside. Simply, hey, let's start breaking in a few more pitches. Let's throw your curveball. Oftentimes, and we've talked about this over the years, you start throwing other pitches, and you all of a sudden will find the feel of your fastball.
Just off the plate. Young has had 80 career at-bats against Zito with 19 hits, 4 doubles, and a home run. And chasing Kinsler back. Andruw Jones and then Nelson Cruz, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Hammered into center field. Rowan's coming in. Rowan makes the catch. And the long throw to first, and just getting back was Andrews. Nice play by Aaron Rowan. That ball was smoked, and it ended up looked like a knuckleball hit out to Rowan.
I think you're right. I think it was a knuckleball, and that's the toughest ball to try and catch because you don't know what it's going to do. I mean, imagine trying to hit a 70-mile-an-hour knuckleball as a hitter. Well, this one's about 110-mile-an-hour knuckleball, and it's as unpredictable as the pitch. And Andrus, with good speed, just does get back. But everybody on the base paths define that as going to be a base hit. So Aaron Rowan taking one away.
Here's Jones. Andruw Jones did not play last night. Started and went 1 for 3 on Friday. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Jones 3 for 13 in his career against Zito. 2 of the 3 hits have left the park. One ball and 1 strike.
Good pitch right there. Heading the count 0-1. Take that big curveball. Try and throw it in the dirt between home plate and the catcher. Now, last year, Andruw Jones is flailing at that pitch. A little more selective this year.
Fouls it back. 1-2. Zito planted that one on the inside part of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got him.
Now, Andruw Jones going to stay there a while. He thought that pitch was low. And he's given some vocal disapproval and some physical disapproval to Bill Miller, the plate umpire. And remember, it's not where it's caught; it's where it goes across the plate, and I think that's Bill Miller's stance. I mean, he caught that ball, and you would say no. Catching it, it is out of the strike zone, but where that big curveball went through, it just caught the upper knee, and a pitcher's strike is awarded to Barry Zito, and he'll take it. Big strikeout.
Here's Nelson Cruz, the guy we highlighted during our open. 3 for 6 lifetime against Zito with a couple of home runs, and that fastball is high. Cruz last night went 0 for 4. He's 1 for 8 in the series. Swing and a miss.
Nice changeup. That's Zito. 1-0 counts, and just because they're a fastball count doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a fastball. In fact, more often than not, you're not gonna.
Fastball high. Kinsler and Andrus aboard. Zito, a long look into Whiteside. And now Zito probably wasn't quite sure if he was sold on that pitch, so he steps off.
Got to believe in what you're going to throw. If you don't, you will not finish the pitch.
Sandoval. Downs. Out of the inning. Zito works his magic. Giants are coming up. home runs. He's been good. And then it'll be Renteria win. Pablo Sandoval will be the cleanup hitter. Ishikawa and Lewis in the lineup, followed by Downs, Whiteside, and Zito.
All right, let's take a look at the Rangers defensively. It'll be Jones, Boggs, and Cruz. That's your outfield. Andrus and Young on the left side of the infield. Kinsler and Davis on the right side. And Saltalamacchia will do the catching. And the gentleman he'll be putting the fingers down for tonight, or today rather, will be Kevin Millwood. Millwood, 34-year-old right-hander, 6'4", 230-pounder, and lives in Irving, Texas. 15th star of the year. He has been their ace.
Rowan hitting 300, 8 home runs, 32 driven in. Fouls it out of play. Rowan a home run last night.
And you watch Millwood, I mean, he's not the same pitcher that the Giants saw in Philadelphia a few years ago when he no-hit the Giants. Millwood now doesn't have quite the stuff, but he can pitch. I mean, he'll throw 2-seam fastballs, 4-seam fastballs, curveballs, changeups. Slider probably his best strikeout pitch. But he really understands the concept of taking the sting out of your at-bat, trying to get you to hit his pitch. He'll mix speeds with that location with all of his pitches, and that's how you get you out. He's smart.
And he gets Rowan on 3 pitches, a couple of foul balls and a breaking ball, 1 out. Here's Renteria. Renteria 1 for 8 in the series. Got really good numbers against Millwood lifetime. He's 13 for 39. First pitch is skied to right. Cruz underneath it.
All right, time now for our Chevron unsurpassed performance. We talked about the no-hitter. Let's go back to April 27th, 2003 in Philadelphia when Kevin Millwood took advantage of a nice strike zone and no-hit the Giants. You know, on that particular day, he was throwing a lot of fastballs. 90% of what he threw that day was a fastball, and there's the reward. The 27th out of a no-hitter, hugs around, and that is our Chevron unsurpassed performance.
You know, it was also significant about that game.
It was Dave Fleming's first game broadcasting a Giants game.
He remembers it.
We blamed him.
1-0 to Randy Wynn.
Dave shows up, and it's like, that's great, Dave. You show up, no offense, pal.
Take a hike.
Your fault.
Babe Fleming in the background, you betcha.
The Babe.
The 1-1 to Randy Wynn. Inside corner, 1-2. Hitless in this series, Randy Wynn, and that's unusual. And he fouls it back. Stays 1-2. Talking to Bruce Bochy before the game, he said this was Randy Wynn's day to get a day off. Drives it to right. Foul. But because of his great numbers against Millwood, that was canned.
Well, 9 for 14 with a couple of doubles, a couple of home runs. You had 643 against a guy you don't want a day off.
And Randy Wynn was not asking for one. It was one the manager was going to give him. One and two. Got him. Randy Wynn knew it to end the inning. 2 strikeouts from Millwood. We will head to the second. 0-0. No score is Brandon Boggs will face Zito, and Zito starts him off with a ball high and away. 0-0. Boggs, Saltalamacchia, and Davis. 2 balls and no strikes. Three and 0.
Right now, he just has not gotten himself into a rhythm out of the windup.
Three and 1.
And that was a generous strike from Bill Miller, the plate umpire. He will do that in 3-0 counts. He'll look for strikes.
Left center field. Rowan is going to track it down. A good ride from Boggs.
3-1 challenge. Little cut fastball middle in. And Boggs squares it up, gets it pretty good, but in this ballpark in left center, you got to get it great, not good. Look at the head, stay on the ball, the concentration, and watch it right into the glove. Check where you are to the wall. Perfect.
Strike to Saltalamacchia. Couple of hits in this series, overall hitting .247. Zito trying to shave that inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Starts from his left hip, ends at his right hip. Out of play. I mentioned it last night. I'm quite sure that the Texas Ranger broadcasters probably just call him Salty.
Yeah, or number 21. It is a mouthful, especially when you're trying to describe somebody who's involved in a double play or taking the extra base. Saltalamacchia, it does roll off your tongue, but you have to kind of stay with it. And if the moment gets heated, you got to start digging deep, you're in trouble.
Concentration. Two and 2 to Salty. Three and 2. Chris Davis is on deck. There's Davis, the big first baseman for these Texas Rangers. Look out. And that was an ugly finder.
That went right over Jeremy Affeld's cap.
This is going to be a great angle.
Heads up, boys. Look out. Roberto Kelly almost getting singled out there. That was close.
Affeld's behind the net.
Yeah, Affeld's got to figure it out. I mean, that sort of looked like a guy trying to pick off a Cupid doll at the fair.
This guy's happy.
There's a few gloves out there. Only in our yard. We have more gloves than anywhere else in the country, folks. Nice play. See you. Nice perseverance there from Zito. Second strikeout. Cuts a fastball. He set on the inside corner. It kind of comes to the other side of the plate, but a swing through see you for Saltalamacchia. And Zito 1 out away from a clean inning.
Here's Davis. Davis has never faced Zito before. He's 0 for 5 in this series. Tons of power as he fouls this one down the left field line.
219 at bats so far for Davis this year. 100 strikeouts. Nice play by the gentleman. Nice going.
Flip to right. Ball's carrying. Side retired. Nice inning for Zito. Sandoval will lead things off.
Are watching, and to all you dads, we need you to log on to csnbayarea.com to vote right now for our poll question. Here it is. What is your favorite part of Father's Day? Is it hanging with the kids, going to dinner, getting neckties, or watching Giants games? You can check out the results of our poll question on Giants Postgame Live. Let's toss it back up to a couple of dads of our own, Dwayne and Mike.
All right, thanks, Amy. There's a dad with a youngin'. Here's Sandoval. I was telling Mike earlier, when I was a kid, I thought, it's going to be great when I'm a dad. Gifts. We used to give the old man a gift. Somehow that changed. I mean, my gift now is maybe the kids getting up enough to see me before I go to the park.
Yeah, taking the dog out. That's a gift.
Sandoval pops it back and out of play.
Well, I got a T-shirt and a set of 12-string guitar strings.
There you go.
How about that?
See, I think that's good.
I got 2 You're a Bitchin' guys, and oh yeah, thanks for dinner.
Hammered down the right field line, over the head of Cruz. Pablo Sandoval is digging. Easy, big fella. A leadoff double. Fred Lewis is coming up after Ishikawa. Here's Fred talking about his dad.
Ever since I was 5, I played baseball all the way up until now, and I'm very thankful that my dad was there to teach me baseball.
Fred Lewis being very appreciative of their father, like most ball players. Here's Ishikawa. Ishikawa hitting .275. Hits one to left. Hits it pretty well. Back is Jones. Jones is going to make the catch. By the way, the Sandoval went into that at bat hitting 3rd in the National League in average. He was tied with Carlos Beltran. So this young man can hit.
It would not surprise anybody who's had a chance to watch him hit here for the first couple months of the season to believe that this guy could win a batting title. Easily could win a batting title. I mean, he's that good of a hitter, and he's just going to get better as he gets comfortable with his opponent. It's the best part about the big leagues. You're playing against the same guys. Once you learn them, I mean, that's knowledge that you can refer to.
Fred Lewis takes a strike. Ishikawa hit that ball well. I think the Giants would have liked to seen him maybe take a crack at pulling the ball. No balls and 1 strike. And that pitch is a bit high.
Millwood has excellent command with the fastball, and he could pitch the ball to all 4 corners of the strike zone with good consistency. You don't often see him just make a flat-out location mistake with the fastball.
Well, Lewis now will a little bit of an advantage. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a foul. I don't know if the bat knocked off Saltalamakia's helmet or the ball did.
I think the ball gets him right in the mask. Boy, right in the teeth. And we see that, and who does that remind us of?
Yeah, we think about Mike Matheny all the time.
Saltalamakia kind of reminds you of Mike Matheny in appearance.
And on Father's Day, there's a father of 5, Mike Matheny. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Inside, 3-2. That's a pitch you can't hit.
Now it's 93 with a 2-seam grip, and that movement will start off the plate inside, and then it just kind of comes right back across the inside corner. And the only reason this is not a strike is it's a little high. Excellent pitch.
Out of play is Lewis trying to attack that fastball.
Millwood going right back in there again.
Matt Downs to follow. Giants with their first hit, their first base runner. And the walk.
Nice take right there. That was not easy.
Before the game, the Giants fans had an opportunity to have a catch. Father and son. Could be daughter and dad.
That's a player right there.
I would not want to hit off for her.
Oh, yeah.
And plus, look at the attitude. She had the Randy Johnson look.
That's called a D1, Division I softball attitude right there, baby.
Downs takes high. I want to wish our dad, Henry Kuiper, a happy Father's Day. We were raised by a softball pitcher. This is for you, Dad. Pretty good, huh?
He'd
Henry?
appreciate that. He's definitely, she's got the windmill going.
Henry would dig that. Well, Henry was figure 8. Matt Downs, 2 balls and no strikes. Yep. This young lady came prepared. Two-0 to Downs. Now it's 3-0 to Downs. Whiteside to follow. And strike. 3-1. Downs does not have an RBI. One out there in Pablo Sandoval. And the walk, and here comes Whiteside.
Well, Eli Whiteside can make you pay for this mistake. You face him with the bags drunk and no place to put him. I think the best part of his game is his bat. Mike Maddox, the pitching coach for the Rangers, is going to come out and just sort of calm Millwood down. I think he senses he's a bit angry. You can get out there and get mad at yourself just as easily as you can at an umpire or something that happens in the game that goes against you, and that's not a good way to pitch. And Maddox sensing the weakness, coming out and trying to straighten him out.
Here's our Firestone leaderboard. American League ERA leaders. Greinke right on top. Then it's Jackson, Weaver, Roy Halladay, and Kevin Millwood with a 2.62 ERA.
It's 5 good years right there.
Here's Whiteside. And a strike. So Millwood starts off Whiteside with a fastball, no balls and 1 strike.
You know, you get old pitchers, guys who got 10, 11, 12 years on them, and they know the importance of strike 1. That's a big pitch for them.
Ooh, foul back, 0-2.
Millwood's got Whiteside right where he wants him. As good a slider as he has, and it's a strikeout slider. He gets you to his 2-strike count, and you haven't seen that pitch. Advantage Millwood.
Sandoval, Lewis, and Downs. And it's 0-2 to Whiteside.
Millwood staying with the slider, trying to go back door with that little 2-seam grip. Whiteside looking for something up that he can get in the outfield deep enough to score the runner from third.
Fights it off to see another pitch.
That's a great emergency swing right there. Now that wasn't a strike, but you know, you're in this situation in a 1-2 count, bases loaded. You have to extend. Perfect example of extension to stay alive.
Well, as Bruce Bochy likes to say, just keep it out of the umpire's hands.
Good way of putting it.
2-2.
All right, there's the one pitch you're worried about. Now he's seen the slider. Now the advantage that Millwood had, it's not as big as it was before now that he's showing Whiteside his breaking ball.
Got him.
Changed sidelines, went up top with a fastball. And that's a rough walk back to the dugout when you have the bases loaded, 1 out, the pitcher on deck. Millwood, a lot like Matt Cain in that he can pitch across the letters with the fastball. And he did so very effectively there.
Zito is 2 for 20. Does not have an RBI. He could get one here. No balls and 1 strike.
I like the fact that he's up there hacking on the first pitch. I mean, they know the scout report on Millwood, and he's going to come at you early. And Zito now waiting around. He does put the ball in play.
0-2.
Got to stay in the strike zone, however. You chase balls up above your shoulders, you're going to have a rough day trying to put wood on it.
One and 2 to Zito. Out of play.
Just putting wood on it. A swing like that, Ron Washington, the skipper of the Rangers, he had to bring his outfielders in another 20 steps. That's just a play pepper swing right there. Had to bring his infielders in 20 steps.
1 and 2. Got him. That'll end the inning. 4 strikeouts for Millwood. This is our favorite shot of the day. Bring it, young lady.
Oh, yeah.
That's a changeup.
think in my head and in many guys' head, he's going to be a hero. He's going to be a legend. It's never going to be forgotten. That's for sure.
Benjamin Molina talking about his father, who raised 3 major league catchers. I kind of miss those days, I got to tell you. Those days when those little ones would just sit on your lap all day long. Millwood takes high, 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, you're ready for the next phase, pal. You're ready to be a grandpa.
1 ball and no strikes. And the count is even.
But when they do sit on your lap and stick around for a while, that's good.
Kinsler to follow, and then Andrews. Foul back. It's 1-2.
Pretty healthy cut right there.
Yes, it was.
It's about the time to break out the old curveball.
Just like that.
See ya. 3rd strikeout for Zito. And this is definitely the best inning that he has started out with the windup. Started feeling it in last inning, but now nice finish on all those pitches. Of course, it helps to throw against an American League pitcher. And American League pitchers are even a little bit different than National League pitchers because they never get to hit. And they have no idea what the strike zone is. And if you throw them a breaking ball, I mean, they are totally disadvantaged.
Kinsler walked in the first. Here he takes a pitch high. Off the plate, 2-0. There's a strike. I'm really shocked that Kinsler took it. He may have been sitting on a fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out here in the 3rd. And that's above the belt, 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. The Rangers will head to Arizona. They will have a day off tomorrow. Giants road trip begins tomorrow across the bay. 3-2 pitch. Not close.
Talked about the success that Zito has had, and that is the Texas Rangers are his good will, good luck, good everything team. 17-5 in 30 starts. 20 of those starts are quality starts. Tied with Bartolo Colon for most active wins versus the Rangers. It's a lot of wins against one team, especially just 5 setbacks. You can't explain it. I mean, sometimes you don't even pitch well, and you come out with a win.
Zito keeping Kinsler close. He's got 14 steals.
Barry Zito was drafted by the Texas Rangers. And they did not offer him enough money, didn't sign with him, and sort of has never forgotten that.
Kinsler goes into right center field. Randy Wynn is going to get there. This should be a double play. Ishikawa takes it on a hop, and that ends the inning. 0-0. Here's Aaron Rowan facing Kevin Millwood. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Line drive, right field. It's going to fall, and it's going to get by Cruz. This could be a triple for Aaron Rowan. Up against archway number 8. Rowan digging. Rowan's going to make it.
And that is the scary part of right field here at AT&T. For Nelson Cruz, he kind of got caught in between of should I stay or should I go? Do I try and catch it? Do I lay back and block? And he gets caught on a bad route. The ball skips by him, and we're going to make that our Ford quality drive, and why not? It's a leadoff triple. And for Aaron Rowan, who finds Triples Alley, an easy 3-bagger. And once again, our Ford quality drive of the game.
First triple of the year for Rowan. Here's Edgar Renteria. Renteria, and it's caught by Andrews. If anything, good base running by Rowan. 1 out.
Freeze on a line drive. Make it go through.
Here's Randy Wynn.
That ball looked like it knuckled away from Andrews.
It did. There's some weird stuff going on down on that field today.
And there's no technique about trying to catch a ball like that.
Glad we're up here.
They're just hard. Did you ever have one scare you?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you got a lot of white shirts in the background. Randy Wynn struck out looking in the first.
And this ball just kept sailing away from Andrews. Turned out to be a pretty good play. He had to go to his backhand and wrestle it down. Not an easy play.
A ground ball up the middle should give the Giants a run. And this one is going to be on the ground, and Wynn's going to beat it out. Unbelievable.
That is a thing.
And a base hit for Randy Wynn, and he's very thankful. That's a happy Father's Day hit.
that is a gift from God, folks. We talked about the ownage that he's had on Millwood coming into this game. 9 for 14. Well, you can put 10 for 16 on there now. That is just a thing of beauty.
Aaron Rowan, tough to try to figure out what's going to happen on that one.
Well, Aaron Rowan, I mean, again, rocket a hard play. And then just get back to the bag, start over.
Here's Sandoval. A double for Sandoval in the second. Inside, not by much. A ball and no strikes. Here's Sandoval's average, now second.
And climbing.
He's making a case for that National League All-Star team. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing, ain't gonna miss to even the count.
Well, you talk about players who are colorful. I mean, watch the backswing. Why do fans like Sandoval? There's the miss, and then, yep, rewind. He does stuff like that all the time.
Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Ooh, not by much, and Millwood wanted that one.
Ishikawa watching from the on-deck circle. Look out, 3-1.
He's in the driver's seat right now. I mean, this is count leverage, which you'll hope for. Runner at third, less than 2 outs, 3-1 count. Chance here to really zero in on a location or a pitch, depending on what you prefer to look for. Some guys like to look middle in, middle away. Some guys like to look certain pitch. Other guys just like to look for the ball out of the hand.
I think, and that's Sandoval. I think you described him perfectly.
Yeah, he's a see ball, hit ball, run like crazy guy.
And the bluff.
It's not a bad time for it. 3-1, 3-2. That's your best time. But to sell that, though, you really have to lift your leg up. You got to have a good leg lift. You got to really sell that you're going to come home with it.
Runner goes, and it's ball 4. So back-to-back innings now. Millwood has faced the Giants with the bases loaded. Well, you get an idea that Pablo Sandoval might be figuring out some stuff. There may have been a time that Sandoval was going to swing with runners in scoring position no matter where it is.
Well, that's his 16th walk on the year, and that's a total that has very quietly started to rise.
Well, here's Ishikawa, who drove a ball to deep left field that was tracked down by Andrew Jones. He'd take that right here. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Rowan, Wynn, Sandoval, and the 0-1 to Ishikawa. Ishikawa with 3 home runs, 17 driven in. On the ground. This is going to get a run, I think. There's one. And Ishikawa beats it out. The ball gets by. Here comes Randy Wynn. With the pitcher covering and everything kind of happening at the same time, you never know what you're going to get.
Now, I'm not so sure they got Sandoval at second base either. Let's see if Anders was in contact with the bag at second. I think that's a gift right there. And here's where Millwood covers. And really, that's a ball. It should be an error given to Millwood because that's a catchable ball. Nice play by Davis staying with it. He was off the bag. That ball should not have, he never should have been. Well, I don't know. Now you look at that. They may give Andrus the error, but Giants catch a break. You saw Bruce Bochy go out to talk to second base umpire Brian Runge and argue what we were talking about, that Andrus was not in contact with second base. One more look. Did Andrus have contact with the bag? I don't think so.
Two 2-0 Giants. Here's Lewis. The error is on the shortstop, but give an RBI to Ishikawa.
Michael Duca, our official scorer today, asked us if we would pass along Happy Father's Day greetings to his 91-year-old dad. So, Mr. Duca, Happy Father's Day.
To left field. Coming in is Jones, and he makes the tumbling catch to end the inning. Giants score twice, 2-0, San Francisco.
teammates, Randy Johnson, Omar Vizquel. Randy Johnson, the second oldest active player right now, and Omar Vizquel, the fourth oldest. They were teammates in Seattle from 1989 to 1993. The oldest active player is Jamie Moyer, who's 46 years old, 215 days.
Young on the ground to Renteria. Renteria on to Ishikawa. 1 out. There's Omar.
There's the great Vizquel. You win 11 Gold Gloves, you can be called the great Vizquel.
Yep. I don't believe he's happy with not playing a lot, but nevertheless, he's here to help that young kid, Elvis Andrus. Here's Andrew Jones. And a strike.
He was definitely sitting on a fastball. You could tell by his back leg. You could tell what a guy's looking for, just how he keeps his weight on his back leg. Watch the weight start to slide forward. It's gone. Ball hadn't got there yet.
He got called out in the first inning, was not happy about it. And a strike. It's 2-2.
You know, those are things that you can see when you're out on the mound. I mean, there's those little things that become that sixth sense for a pitcher who's pitched enough innings. You start to pick up.
Ishikawa calling. 2 outs.
Well, as Andrew Jones heads back to the Ranger dugout, what do you say we ask our Aflac trivia question? The question of today. Who did the Giants trade when they acquired Rich Aurilia from the Rangers on December 24th, 1994?
I know that. Do you know that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Was he a 20-game winner?
I can't say. It's not allowed.
That's true. I don't want to go to the woodshed.
Here's Nelson Cruz. First pitch strike. By the way, happy birthday to Carmen Greshner. Turned 4 today. And that's from her dad.
Well, happy birthday, Carmen.
4. It's called having your hands full.
Yeah, 4 years old. You're working.
Thanks, Grass. A little smile for Carmen. That'll end the inning. Carmen, that strikeout was for you. Happy birthday. Here it's 2-0. Gigante.
across these baby blue decals, and the players, coaches, managers, and umpires all wearing baby blue wristbands. Again, this year on Father's Day, Major League Baseball has teamed up with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to increase awareness and early detection of prostate cancer. Get checked early, get checked often, guys.
Great advice, Amy. Is Downs will take a pitch that runs inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Greg Papa, our colleague, just lost a brother due to prostate cancer. And there's a shot up the middle, a base hit. And certainly our sympathies to the Papa family. Greg is back in Philadelphia for the funeral arrangements.
Well, Greg's brother was a beloved broadcaster in the Philadelphia area.
54 years old, died of prostate cancer. Men get checked, period. Here's Eli Whiteside. Whiteside takes down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, what a day for Father's Day, huh, partner? Sellout crowd here at AT&T Park. And when you come to the yard, still take that trip around the ballpark. See the sights. Views are spectacular. Even if you've done it 100 times, do it again.
Whiteside drives one to right. Cruz going back. Now he will slow down and he'll put it away.
All right, right now we're going to answer our Aflac trivia question. The question today: who did the Giants trade when they acquired Rich Aurelia from the Rangers on December 24th, 1994? Our survey said Johnny Burkett. It was a 20-game winner. They also got Desi Wilson along with that trade.
We love John Burkett, but we were glad that Rich Aurelia came over here.
Rich Aurelia is a great Giant. Is a great Giant.
Zito will try to bunt. And a breaking ball for a strike. It's sometimes a gift if you're trying to bunt. Aaron Rowan on deck. 2-0 Giants. We're in the 4th. He threw it again. Zito lays it down. It goes 2-3 on the putout.
You really are doing somebody a favor who's trying to bunt when you throw him a breaking ball.
Downs trying to figure out if he's all right.
Downs going in hard to second. A little shaky getting up. Let's take a look as to why.
Ouch.
Stinger on his knee.
Here's Rowan. Down low, 1-0. Could have been one of those famous strawberries that you get sometimes when you go hard into second.
Hey, I'll take a strawberry. Just don't give me a meniscus tear.
Yep, that's true. Rowan up the middle. Andrews with the play, and that ends the inning. Wow. They say he can pick it, and they're right. It stays 2-0.
Nice play.
Here's Boggs, who looks at a strike.
Boy, nice first pitch. Nailing down the knee-high locator in the outside corner, a little cut fastball. And Zito is at his best. That's what he does. Just seems like all of his locations are right around the strike zone. Just never really makes a mistake inside the strike zone. Just corner paint you all day long.
One of our favorite ships that comes into the Cove, the Potomac, has arrived. There it is. I love that ship.
That's got some serious history to it.
There's a strike, 2-2. This is, you show that ship, and this is where we lose John Miller right here.
Yeah, he's gone for like 3 innings because he knows all the stories about that ship. FDR's boat, Elvis Presley's boat.
Got him.
Right now, Bill Miller, the plate umpire, is getting an earful. They had a similar pitch called strike 3 against Andrew Joes early in the ball game. Here, another strike 3 called, and immediately some disapproval from the Rangers bench.
Cavill working their charm.
Strikeout number 5 for Zito, third called.
Saltalamacchia fouls it out of play. Saltalamacchia out of play. Oh, and 2. Got him.
Boy, great elevation above the belt, above the letters, and a perfect strike 3. Well, the Giants are celebrating their pitching staff with a special promotion highlighting the K. Welcome to Kville. Tickets in Kville are located in the special section of lower box seats in right field. And you can purchase a ticket in Kville, and you'll also get a collector's Kville t-shirt, a foam orange K, and $10 in food and beverage through Splash Tips. All for $55. Go to sfgiants.com/Kville right now and order your special package.
Cruz is going to get another bat. Kville.
When you come to the ball yard, get out here early. And we always recommend going to the Acme Chop House. Fantastic place to get a lunch or a dinner or for an after game cocktail.
Or to be seen.
Or just to be seen.
It's a be seen place.
And they do a nice job there. The Acme Chop House.
0-1 to Chris Davis. Foul back, 0-2. Chris Davis with 100 strikeouts.
That's a lot of strikeouts.
That's a lot of strikeouts. 0-2. Fans want Zito to strike out the side. 1-2.
Nice pitch. And that's what he does with that fastball. He can cut. He can lower his arm angle a little bit more and widen out that cutting movement. It's a great 0-2 pitch.
There's that turkey you were talking about in the open.
Well, he's just carving layers of it. You're getting a nice thin turkey sandwich right now. He's shaving.
Zito strikes out the side. And listen to this crowd. They are officially into Kville.
Wow.
here one day, and then all of a sudden it got real quiet again, and he didn't really say much, and he was choking up a little bit, and he said, yeah, I do remember that. I said, I'm here, man. I've made it.
Jeremy Affeldt, some fond memories of the old man, as we all do.
Yep.
Here's Edgar Renteria.
I miss him.
Renteria 0 for 2. Wynn and then Sandoval. Down the right field line towards the Ranger bullpen and into the seats.
Barry Zito with 7 strikeouts. 4 in a row. The only blemish on his scorecard, 3 walks.
2 to start out the game.
Nice pick out of bed.
You know where that guy's from?
Oh yeah, he's from Santa Cruz, and he serves Santa Cruz.
Breaking ball hit on the ground to third. Young throws out Renteria. All right, time now to ask Krug and Kuip, and it's brought to you by Subway. Eat fresh. Laurie from Rossmore. What are Omar Vizquel's chances of making the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Well, Laurie, you're talking to 2 of the wrong guys, because as far as we're concerned, it's slam dunk, first ballot, go get him, automatic. And you compare him to what he did with the great Ozzie Smith, who was a wonderful shortstop, 13 Gold Gloves for Ozzie, and he beats him in just about every category.
Here's Randy Wynn. Now, one of our favorite columnists from the Merc, Tim Kawakami, he says no. And he makes valid points as well. Foul back and out of play.
Well, I don't know if he'll get in first time through. I hope he does. I don't really understand the first ballot thing. Either you are or you aren't. I think he is. Someday he will be a Hall of Famer. Put it that way. And he's a Hall of Fame person too, which we've all come to know.
That, however, is not criteria to get in.
That is true.
But it is to get into ours.
That is true.
1 and 2 to win. An infield hit in the third. Got him.
Good strike zone for a pitcher today. Well, right now we're going to take a look at the Charles Schwab billboard. Charles Schwab, our old pal. Giants baseball is brought to you by Charles Schwab. Ready to move forward? Do something about it. Talk to Chuck. Charles Schwab. A baseball fan, a golf fan. We love Charles Schwab.
Here's Pablo Sandoval. Sandoval chasing that high fastball. No balls and 1 strike. Sandoval in the 0-1 pitch. Hacking at another high fastball. It's 0-2. The 0-2 to Sandoval. Sandoval said, all right, if I have to, I'll take that one. 1 and 2.
Wow, that's some funky movement. That fastball kind of got up there and took off with 2-seam grip, running away from the lefty.
Down the right field line. Little Panda digging for 2. He's going to make it.
See, this is the type of a swing of the bat that drives a pitcher nuts. You make a pitch like Millwood did, and you get a guy completely off his back foot. Well, watch the reach. And the front foot plants, and he gets his front foot down, and the hands stay back. And the beauty of Sandoval is that he can extend even after he loses his lower body, and because his hands are so strong, he can beat you.
I'm glad we're going to get to see that for a very long time.
Amen. I am so glad he's a giant, because he is fun to watch.
Ishikawa. Ishikawa with an RBI and a fielder's choice in the third. Swing and a foul into the glove of Saltalamacchia. It's no balls and 1 strike. The last 2 innings, the last out has been made by the Giants, have been on terrific defensive plays by the Rangers. And both times it kept the Giants from scoring another run. One ball and 1 strike. Right there at the belt, it's 1-2.
That little slider. That movement surprised Ishikawa.
Foul back, trying to get on the hands of Ishikawa.
It's been a good pitch for Millwood throughout his career. That little front door sinker, he starts right at the hands of a left-hander, can really bunch you up. How many guys he would swing at him?
One and 2. Breaking ball, and Ishikawa goes down swinging. Through 5 innings, it remains 2-0 Giants.
Nice low strike. Going to swing through above the letters to Saltalamacchia. Then a freeze job curveball on Davis. Grab some pine meat. 7 punch outs. 4 have been called strike 3.
Millwood swings and misses.
Seven strikeouts, a season high for Zito.
Who's it going to be? Randy Wynn? Look out! It's Downs in front of Randy Wynn. 1 out. Major League Baseball and People Magazine are recognizing individuals who have made a difference in their community. The 3 finalists right there, Adam, Karen, and Kendra. Well, go to peopleallstars.com to learn more about these everyday all-stars and vote for who you think is the most deserving.
Yeah, they got their ties on.
All right, I'm trying to figure out the best look of those 3. As Kinsler waits and he takes high. And I think I'm going with the guy in the middle.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, he's managed to pull off the golf polo shirt with the tie look.
You just like guys from Reno.
It's fouled on the right field line. I mean, that's the perfect look, black and orange, perfect. But this guy had to be creative.
So you're going with him?
Yep. Renteria on 1 hop. 2 outs. And the other guy, the third guy, that's just a bad match.
I like the necktie with the T-shirt look myself.
It's not bad. We've actually, a number of times, we've shown up at the park, forgot our shirts. We've thought about that.
Yeah, it works for me.
That tie and shirt are fighting harder than Ali and Frazier ever fought. Here's Andrews. 1 ball and no strikes.
I just don't think he was thinking about putting a tie on when he got dressed to come to the yard today.
Well, the other 2 guys talked him into it. Here's another golf shirt. We're going to give it a shot. Slowly hit. Zito spears it. Throws it. Got him. Nice play to end the inning.
Wow.
And the folks are digging Zito, folks. It's 2-0 Giants.
And a seed hit out the bat of Michael Young, and it was a tremendous deke put on by Edgar Renteria. Kinsler bites for it. Oh boy, did he bite for it, and he can't get back. The Giants complete the double play, and that is your Coors Light Freeze Can, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
You know the problem with a good deke?
What's that?
It might take you out on a double play when there is no double play.
That's true. I mean, Kinsler was already moving over to try and take Renteria out of the play. Hey,
Whatever it takes.
Good deke's a good deke.
Lewis 0 for 1. He lined out to left field. Jones made a very nice catch. Here he swings and misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. I think the Giants would rather see Lewis do that than take pitches. Swing and miss. Let it rip.
Yeah, amen.
on one big hop to Davis.
Well, so you think you can hoop? Well, register by June 22nd, and you go to www.soyouthinkyoucanhoop.com, and it's free to the public. You can come to. It's coming to Oakland in July, and it's the ultimate hoop experience, showcasing the best in the Bay. We're looking for basketball players ages 8 to 80. So if you think you can hoop, sign up today. Free registration, cash prizes, and we'll see you in July. They're also accepting 81, 82, and 83. We just want to throw that out there.
85.
If you can hoop, bring it.
Downs, a walk and a single. And a strike. If you think you can sail, what a perfect day.
It is a beautiful day here to do many things in the Bay Area.
About 40,000 have chosen to come to the ball game today. 2 people have decided to do that.
Yeah, she says, I'm over the rowing thing.
Yeah. You row, I'm riding. One and 2 to Downs. Looks like fun.
Looks relaxing.
Look out. 2 and 2 to Downs.
Great tip for kids. How do you take a pitch if a ball's going to hit you? Well, Matt Downs just showed you how to do it.
Strikeout number 7 for Millwood.
Boy, both the breaking balls that Millwood features, the slider and the curveball, have been good today. Both pitchers have got their A games going right now. I mean, they're a little rocky the first couple innings, but they have both locked into just beautiful rhythms here the last 4.
Eli Whiteside 0 for 2. He lined out to right field in the 4th. Is that Elfie?
It is.
Pop to right field. Moving back is Cruz. And that will end the inning. 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the 7th. It's 2-0 Giants.
Think that you could be a good ball dude or dudette. Now is your chance. The Giants are holding their annual ball dude and dudette camp. I can't get around this fella here. It is your chance to come out That's good that I'm not on camera right now. Come out on Wednesday, 9:30 in the morning at AT&T Park. Go to juniorgiants.org, jrgiants.org to sign up for the annual Ball Dude and Dudette Camp. Have your skills tested, your knowledge tested. I did it last year. Lots of fun. Sign up now, guys.
Amy, we'd much rather see you on camera than our ball dudes.
Yeah, Amy's definitely an ultimate ball babe, no question.
Here's Michael Young. Young is lined out. He's bounced out.
Don Rohde, our ball dude today. And over on first base, Bob Nealis. Let's go, Bob. Hey, Bob.
This will be a challenge inning for Zito. He's got the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. And a 4-pitch walk.
Well, a reminder that Friday, July 3rd is going to be a 7:15 start, and it is also a post-game fireworks celebration sponsored by Men's Warehouse. The Giants will take on the Houston Astros, so get here and then stick around for the annual Independence Day fireworks show. For tickets, go to sfgiants.com, or you can always call 1-877-4SFG-TICKS.
Here's Andrew Jones. Everybody loves fireworks. Jones is struck out and he's popped out. And Jones hooks this one. Gone. It's a 2-2 ball game. I thought it was going to hook foul, and it stayed straight.
Well, Daryl Cousins, the crew chief at third base today, he's the umpire that made the call. And just like that, the no-hitter is gone. And so is the lead. And was it fair or was it foul? It was fair.
First hit. First runs. And it's 2-2.
The no-hitter, the shutout, and your lead. All gone in one swing of the bat. Well, Bruce Bochy's still not convinced. He's going to go out there and talk to Daryl Cousins. I think that a lot of the guys on the Giants bench thought that thing was not fair, but as soon as Daryl Cousins came in and said, "Yo, Bruce, I saw it." That's fair.
Yep. To right field, Randy Wynn moving over. Randy Wynn's going to make the running catch, and it was a fair ball.
Ooh, nice play. I mean, it's a nice play if you're playing straightaway right field, but with Cruz up, they're shading him over in the gap to protect against Triples Alley, and Wynn had to go a long way. Nice soft hand grab, and you're right, it was fair. Goes as an F9 in the book, but that doesn't tell you the whole story.
Here's Boggs, who takes low. Probably not the home run that bothers Zito as much as the walk before it.
Well, you're right. The 4-pitch walk, when you put yourself in the stretch, that does bother you.
This is hooked foul. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And all the fans are saying home run.
2 balls, 2 strikes. One and 2.
Boy, his curveball the last 4 innings have just been fantastic. I mean, nobody's really getting a swing at it. So big, so late breaking. You just give up on it if you're hitting off of the right side.
2 and 2.
That was down in the dirt by design. Speaking of dessert, did you have some cookies today?
I did not.
They were good. Very good.
2 and 2. Now it's 3 and 2. And he got him. 8 strikeouts for Zito. That'll bring up Saltalamacchia. Zito is going to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Probably was not an issue when the Giants had the lead. It may be an issue in the bottom of this inning. Check swing roller. Sandoval charges. Sandoval cannot come up with the bare hand, and it'll be a base hit.
An excuse me base hit. That was almost the worst at bat possible for a hitter. A check swing out, but it turns out to be a gift. A check swing base hit. The worst thing for a pitcher.
Another look at the home run.
Just underneath the panel section of the foul pole, fair pole, whatever you want to call it. But it was fair.
Here's Davis. Andrew Jones, now 3 lifetime home runs off of Zito. On the ground to second. Downs from the cut of the grass. Inning over. The 2-run home run to tie. It's 2-2.
Finals game summary. It is a 2-2 tie through 6.5 innings. Barry Zito outstanding today. He's allowed 2 runs on 2 hits. He's had 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. That is a season high for Zito, and Millwood has matched him. 6 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts, and the big blow came off the bat of Andrew Jones. It broke up the no-hitter in the 7th inning, and that is your McDonald's game summary. Barry Zito looking for some support here. Still don't know as to whether or not the Giants, now it has been determined that his day is over. They are going to send Nate Sherholtz up to take this at bat against Kevin Millwood. So a great afternoon for Barry Zito, and it's one of these days here where this is an inning where you really try and grind out and get a couple runs for a pitcher that has just pitched his heart out. And that's what the Giants will try and do, try and get him a lead here that can be preserved by the bullpen. But his day is over, and a nice day for Barry Zito indeed.
All right, so we will have a pinch hitter, and it's going to be Nate Sherholtz. Giants have not scored since the 3rd inning. So Sherholtz will face Millwood here in the 7th. A 2-2 ball game. Sherholtz swings and misses. He had a double in the 11th inning, the bottom of the 11th, to lead the inning off, and eventually scored the winning run last night. Foul. Easy, and it's 0-2. Hit the guy in the shoulder, and he didn't even end up with the baseball. Oh, ouch.
Yeah, but he gets the ice bag, though.
Medic. Inside to Sherholtz, 1-2.
Yeah, they're checking on you. Okay?
Yeah, a lot of sympathy down there.
Yeah, they make a play. Meat killing us over here.
2-2.
Front door sinker just missed. All right, let's take a look at the effort. I got it. I got this one. Whap! Watch your lips.
Here, let me get it for you. Ouch. 2-2 to Sherholtz. 3-2. Millwood trying to get that inside corner.
And he just can't nail that location down.
Look out. Roberto Kelly.
Whoa!
Look out. Nealis.
There's Don Rhodey going, thank you, Lord, that didn't come my way. That was a seed.
Got his tie on, though.
It's the first time we've seen a ball dude with a tie. You got to like that.
Sherholtz fights it off.
A good 3-2 pitch right there. All right, smile. Show us your ball, Meat.
He's going to let her wing. Look out.
He might have thrown it off the old man's forehead here. Easy.
He might. Sherholtz in a battle with Kevin Millwood. It's 3-2. He got him.
Nice breaking ball right there. Well, it's time to bring you up to speed with the AT&T Rapid Rewind. We go back to August 17, 2006. That's when Omar Vizquel dressed up as a groundskeeper in San Diego and pulled it off. Yep, the colorful Mr. Omar Vizquel. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. He had fun being a Giant, didn't he?
He was awesome. Here's Rowan. Rowan flips one to right. And it's going to be dropped in the outfield by Cruz. Rowan puts on the brakes. Cruz got a bad jump. I say dropped. It makes it sound like he was underneath it and he dropped it. That was not the case.
You know what's bad being a player in this era? Is that if you have a play like that, you turn around, walk back to your position, and there up in center field is a Jumbotron that's replaying your mistake. We didn't have to do that.
No. Now, what was that ruled? E9? Nobody hits 300 in this league.
That's a rough call right there.
Here's Renteria. Fastball is high. Absolutely hate to break out the eraser, I got to tell you.
I had single.
Renteria 0 for 3. Howry in the bullpen. A 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, a get it in breaking ball on a 1-0 count, and that had some hang time in it.
One ball and 1 strike. Rowan goes, hit and run, and it's foul back. One and 2.
Well, the assignment is real simple. If you're a hitter and there's a hit and run on, you're swinging no matter where it is. Even if it means throwing your bat at the ball, you got to do it.
Millwood throws to first. Rowan is back.
Speedboat heading out in the bay.
Line drive, base hit. Rowan's going to round the bag and go for 3, and here's the throw, and he's going to make it. Renteria with his first hit. Here comes Maddox.
Set up in the inside corner, and this just has got some big league hang time, and that's probably a little hint as to some fatigue creeping into Millwood, because he's starting to make some rotation mistakes. And immediately that's brought out Mike Maddox, and you see the decision from Aaron Rowan to take the extra bag, and that's a significant bag with just 1 out.
Giants an opportunity here to take the lead, and for Zito, this is his only chance for a decision this inning. Randy Wynn, who came in with outstanding numbers against Millwood, has had a hard time today, although he does have an infield hit, but he struck out twice looking. Foul back, no balls and 1 strike.
You're looking for a pitch up. See the numbers. 10 for 17 lifetime, couple of home runs. So you know he sees them well.
Oh, 2.
Trying to crowd him. They're standing in the inside corner. Right above the hands.
Big at bat. Rowan at third. Renteria at first. This is the 7th. Away, 1 and 2.
And that's just a setup pitch. I'm sure he wants to go back in there and try and finish him off above the hands, much like the same pitch he threw on the 0-2. I mean, he'll come back inside. It'll either be that fastball above the hands or he'll go slider back foot. And he can get some double plays.
Out of play.
Boy, that was a mistake. They set up on the inside corner with a target. That thing leaked right out across the plate. Millwood got away with him there. Another location mistake. That's 3 this inning, and we really hadn't seen many of all game long for him.
Line drive, base hit, Randy Wynn. Here comes Rowan, and the Giants take the lead. How about that?
Now it's got to feel pretty good if you're Barry Zito in there watching it. The Giants have had a hard time scoring him runs this year, and now he gets a reward. And there's the pitch right back inside. That's exactly where he wanted to go with it. And it's just a nice job of Randy Wynn. Bent arm swing. The knob of the bat right close to his stomach as he squares this one up. And there you see the reaction from Barry Zito. He has a chance now to be a winner in this game. Nice at bat, Randy Wynn.
Here's Sandoval. Sandoval's 2 for 2, a pair of doubles. Millwood at 107 pitches. Foul back.
The Giants looking for that one big hit that puts a crooked number up on the scoreboard.
Look out.
Wow, our ball dude down there is going to get hurt.
All right, here's a suggestion. Take that stool, move it back about 5 feet.
Right there.
Yeah.
Bob, come on. I mean, he's in the line of fire.
Sandoval pops this one up. Could be playable for Young or Andrews, and it's going to sail out of play. You know one thing, Andrews can play wide receiver on my team.
He can cover some ground. This guy has got range like we haven't seen all year long.
Here's the line drive that almost got our ball dude.
All right, heads up. I got this one. I got this. Jeez! What the heck was that?
Put the glove in the other hand.
Bob, be careful down there, Bob.
0-2 to Sandoval. Got him.
A big strikeout. First time that Sandoval has been returned to the bench today. And strikeout number 9 for Millwood.
Here's Ishikawa. Giants cannot settle for just one run.
Sandoval's going to think about that for a while.
I bet he is. Ishikawa hit a deep fly ball to left field in the second. Reached on a fielder's choice and knocked in a run with a ground ball in the third, and then struck out on a breaking ball in the fifth. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes.
Well, Millwood has always believed in his fastball. I mean, he's kind of an old school pitcher. He thinks off the fastball. We've seen a lot of Braves pitchers who've gone through their minor league system come up with the same philosophy.
Here it comes.
And that was kind of away from the target. They wanted to go inside with that. But after that swing through, he'll just keep climbing the ladder with the fastball.
Absolutely. One and 2 to Ishikawa. 2 and 2 on the breaking ball.
Just change sight lines. Throw one down there below the zone. You might get lucky. You may chase that one. But I think what he wants to do is finish him off upstairs. So for Ishikawa, get short, get in the protect mode with 2 strikes.
Laid off of that one, it's 3-2, and now both runners will be on the move.
And there's the high fastball we're talking about. If you think you got an edge on the guy, you'll come back with the same pitch.
How about? Millwood still right at 93, 94 miles per hour on the gun here at the ballpark. Renteria and Randy Wynn will take off. Here it comes. Hook, right field line. Foul.
Nice dig right there. That ball was in on him. That's a nice swing protecting the inside corner. Watch the elbows collapse. When you're barreling balls that are that close to you, I mean, that really is not a mistake to location at all from Millwood's perspective. That's a great 3-2 pitch. I'd like to see more of that arm swing from Ishikawa defending that inside corner. His teams have pitched him on that side of the plate a lot.
Three and two. Runners go. Got him. 10 strikeouts. Millwood strikes out the side. The Giants take the lead. It's 3-2.
One that taught me my mechanics and taught me the game of baseball. So and I fell into a baseball family, and I just kind of took it. It just kind of started from there. But as far as his influence, it's always just been pretty. It's been really positive, and just telling me to get out there and go get him. Just never fall. If you fall off the horse, get back on it. And just never give up. No matter what.
Tim Lincecum talking about his father, Chris. See Tim with his dad on Father's Day. Bobby Howery on the mound. It's 3-2 Giants facing Hank Blaylock, the pinch hitter. Blaylock takes low. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and tune-up. Your oil change tune-up and Smog experts.
Hasn't been easy for a lot of guys down the bullpen to find innings of late. Starting pitching's been so consistent to go deep in a ball game. Bob Howery, 27th time he's come in.
Well, Bruce Bochy said he wanted to stay away from Romo if he could. Wilson threw 2 innings last night. Howie needs to throw a strike. 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Last 14 games, the Giants bullpen 1.02 ERA. That's 44 innings. And that is outstanding work. The bullpen ERA, the best in the National League.
2-2.
And everybody coming out of the pen is coming out with confidence. I mean, that's what you want to see. You don't see it very often. Usually you have a bright side to your bullpen and you have a dark side, but you do not have a dark side on this Giants staff. They are all coming out with some big-time confidence right now. Dave Righetti has got them all pitching well.
Laylock just got a piece of it as it knocks the mask sideways off of Whiteside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Left center field. Rowand. 1 out. A good jump on that ball. Here's Kinsler.
Well, he needed a good jump. They had played him over towards the right center field side. They gave him that left center field gap, and wouldn't you know it, he splits the gap. The good thing is that it had a little height on the ball and allowed Rowan a chance to get underneath it. And a big first down for Bob Howard is he relax a little bit. You can't relax a whole lot when you get Kinsler stepping in the batter's box. He's had a great series.
And a strike to Kinsler.
96-mile-an-hour gas from Howard.
Eddie Guardado headed down to the Rangers bullpen. Kinsler has that waggle like he's trying to just hook and yank every time.
Yeah, he looks like he has no intention of right field. Some paint, 0-1 paint. So a quick 0-2 here from Howard, both with good, solid fastballs.
Outside.
I mean, that's the same kind of stance that slow pitch softball hitters have when they get in the batter's box. I mean, the hips are already open. They're just looking to just kind of yank something to the pull side of the field. Now, Kinsler is a much better hitter than just a one side of the field hitter. Don't get me wrong, but in appearance, in the batter's box, pre-pitch appearance, he looks like he's ready to go yuck-a-do.
Out of play. It stays 1-2.
And there you see the hits by direction. 43 of the hits have gone to left field. 30 hits have gone center field or right field.
Just outside, 2-2.
It's a great pitch and a good eye right there. You have a 1-2 count, that's exactly where you want to put the pitch. You do not want to throw it in the middle of the strike zone. You want to try and tease a hitter into swinging at your location. And that was a fantastic pitch and even equally as good a take for Kinsler to lay off it.
Downs. 2 out.
Every time you see Kinsler head back to the bench, you breathe a sigh of relief. He's dangerous. Really been impressed with this guy in this series. Last night, it was Kinsler that took Matt Cain deep. You really can't say that Matt Cain made a lot of mistakes last night. He pitched beautifully in 8 innings, but this one left the ballpark. A little hang time on a breaking ball, and Kinsler made him pay.
Here's Andrews. And a strike. Just off the outside part of the plate. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, just by about the length of the word just. We're talking an inch out of the strike zone. Tough to lift that pitch.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I mean, that's the thing about Bobby Howard that makes him so tough is that he doesn't have big movement, but he's got late, quick movement. Slider is a small slider, and that's a good thing. You want late, quick. That's what you want.
Three and one. Lowry has to come in. It's 3-1. He does. 3-2. Line drive, base hit. So the kid with a 2-out single.
It's quite an at-bat from Andrus. Going with the location. And Howry's doing what you're supposed to do this time of day in this ballpark, especially with the deep right center field gap you have here at AT&T. Make the guy, if he's going to beat you out of the ballpark with something long, make him go to the right field. Not a big chance that's going to happen. But for Andrus, just kind of going with location on a 3-2, good at bat. And it gets Michael Young a chance to hit. And he's a good middle away hitter.
Here's where you try to guard Triple's alley and the gaps.
Steal situation here for Andrus.
He's got 11 on the season. Popped him up. Ishikawa over. Ishikawa calling. Ishikawa catching. And that ends the inning. Fred Lewis will lead things off.
purchase 2 view reserve tickets for just $26, and $4 of that $26 will benefit Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bay Area. Visit your local McDonald's and pick up a coupon and take advantage of this season-long ticket offer. A great way to see the Giants game and a great way to support a worthy cause. They do wonderful things in Ronald McDonald House.
Eddie Guardado facing Fred Lewis. Lefty against lefty. And the first pitch is low and in. Brian Wilson starting to warm up in the Giants bullpen. 3-2 Giants. Base hit. A solid single for Lewis. And that'll bring up Matt Downs.
Fun situation here for Bruce Bochy, but Matt Downs also a good hit and run guy. Excellent bat control. So really a couple of options, and I guess you could say there's also a straight steal opportunity here. The numbers for Guardado, 25 games, 0-1, 5.68. You're going to see a high 80s fastball from Guardado, a slider and a changeup. Probably the changeup his best pitch.
Outside, 1-0.
That was Guardado's quickest unload time.
Here comes, well, I was going to say here comes Maddox, but he came out to retrieve a baseball. Out of play off the bat of Downs. Aaron Rowan credited with a single in the 7th instead of an E9. And I think that's the right call.
I never changed it from a single. I was stubborn.
I did. Wore out 4 erasers changing stuff.
Oh yeah, and a bottle of whiteout.
1 ball and 1 strike. Foul back. Downs a pretty good swing. Eli Whiteside is on deck. Of course, Bruce Bochy always has the option with Benji Molina. Another foul ball. It stays 1-2. The Dodgers and Angels will play tonight. Golf to left. Jones coming in, and he'll make the catch.
Andrew Jones trying to deke Fred Lewis into thinking that he wasn't going to get there. Pretty sneaky, that Andrew Jones. It still is an adjustment period for me to get used to Andrew Jones in left field.
It does. Looks like somebody else out there.
You know, when you win as many Gold Gloves as he's won in his career playing center, I mean, you kind of think, hey, he belongs there. Andrew Jones won 10 straight Gold Gloves in center field in the National League while he was a member of the Atlanta Braves. A decade of being the best. That's a nice accolade.
Whiteside swings and misses, 0-1. Good perch.
Bird's eye view. Gamer.
With the glove?
Got a glove on. Hat.
I mean, you never know. I mean, Whiteside might just actually crank into one to the opposite way.
You never know.
Looks like a hit and run, but it's a straight steal, and Lewis is gunned down.
Another nice play from Elvis Andrus, the shortstop for the Rangers. Saltalamacchia gave him a 1-hopper, but the beauty of the play is how quickly he went up to get the 1-hopper and then came down to apply the tag.
Swing and a miss by Whiteside, 1-2.
Say one thing about Andrus. He's not afraid of contact.
No, he's going to be something very special at that position. Outside, 2-2. Foul back. I think Liddy was taking a nap, and that one went right into her lap.
Really?
Put it in her purse. Done deal.
She go back to taking her nap?
Yep.
Gamer.
Got him to end the inning. So we will go to the 9th inning. It's a 3-2 lead for the Giants. Giants, well, tomorrow at 7 p.m. The game will be on NBC Bay Area, I beg your pardon, at 7. Then on Tuesday, it'll be on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Giants pregame live will start at 6:30. So check us out tomorrow. And on Wednesday, a night game back on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. All 3 games televised tomorrow, NBC Bay Area. Andrew Jones, a pop-up, but it's going to be behind the Giants dugout. It'll be John Miller, Ray Fosse, and Mike Krukow tomorrow night.
The numbers for Brian Wilson, 32nd game that he's been into. 2-3 on the year, 18 saves out of 21 opportunities, 35 strikeouts and 32 2/3. Andres Torres comes in to play left field.
Very high. Whiteside coming back. Whiteside will watch this one sail into the seats. Andrew Jones has got a very powerful swing. There you see it's 3-2 here in the 9th.
Well, I think at this point in his career he's a better low ball hitter than a high ball hitter.
On the ground towards the hole. Renteria has it. Renteria throws the strike. 1 out. Renteria was shading Jones a step and a half into that hole.
There you see about 2 steps out of straightaway shortstop positioning, and it paid off big dividends. He takes 1 shuffle step to his right, great position to make the pick. And one thing about Jones, he still runs well. He can still put some pressure on the left side of the infield just with his speed. To no avail.
Here's Nelson Cruz. High fly ball, deep right center field. Randy Wynn says, I got it. And he does. Cruz can't believe it. 2 down in the 9th.
Well, that's a home run in Arlington. And that is a fact. In this ballpark, right field is Death Valley for a right-handed hitter especially. And with 2 outs, that gets everybody on their feet in this sellout crowd here on Father's Day.
Here's Boggs. At the knees, a strike.
96-mile-an-hour fastball just to introduce yourself.
Outside. One and 2.
You can't backdoor a slider any more perfect than that. And at 91 miles per hour, according to the stadium gun, this is unhittable.
One and 2. Got him. The Giants sweep the Rangers, and they do it today by a final of 3-2. And Barry Zito gets his 4th win of the year. And the Texas Rangers, a hot team coming in, are going to lead.